it's time for News Extra, today brought to you by the Caring Civic Center, and here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. And our guests today are dietitian Marcia Bauer, and Susan Wiedeman is here from Panhandle Co-op. And we're going to talk about nutrition and a new scoring system that's going to be in stores that has actually even started to be in stores here in the last few weeks. And so listen up. This will help you maybe choose the right things at the grocery stores from here on out. So, Marcia, I guess, first of all, this is National Nutrition Month, right?
That's correct, Kevin.
All right. Welcome, first of all.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here.
You bet. All right. So, National Nutrition Month. This NuVal system is going to be part of this. We're going to talk about it. But what is the importance, first of all, of National Nutrition Month, other than yesterday I made sure I could get into all my shorts for the summertime?
Well, National Nutrition Month is a month that dietitians across the United States celebrate and encourage people to look at their diets and know who the nutrition experts are. There are registered dietitians, nutritionists now. There are RDs, RDNs, because there are a lot of people out there that call themselves nutritionists that don't have the nutrition background. Also, in the state of Nebraska, you have to have a licensed medical nutrition therapist to be able to practice. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't dietitians out there that can give general information, but if you're working with someone specifically for dietary changes regarding cardiovascular problems or hypertension or diabetes, then you need to go to a licensed medical nutrition therapist. So it's a month of helping people know who those people are and where to find them.
Yeah. Kind of awareness, right?
Yes.
All right. So one thing you guys are really excited about, and all the stores are, and you are, is this new scoring system called NuVal. Kind of describe how this came about for packaged foods and anything you get at the grocery store.
Well, Kevin, this is going to make our life as a dietitian a little easier to help convey the information needed for people to pick and choose. As you know, when you're walking down the aisles, a lot of those products are very eye-catching and say healthy and low cholesterol, but you really are not sure. Now with this NuVal system in place, it will make things a little easier. You won't just have to look at the back of the label and stand and question, is this the right one for me? The scores have already been, most of those foods have been scored 1 through 100, 100 being the best as far as nutrient quality. They have 16 different nutrients that are good that we're trying to incorporate in people's diets, and then there's a limiting denominator which has some of the bad things such as sodium, cholesterol, fat, sugar, and those things are divided into this 22-page algorithm that spits out a score. So now people can look at a number. Is my product that I'm going to buy a 5 or is it a 52? So the higher the number, the better. Mm-hmm. The more nutrients, the lower the fat, lower the sodium, trans fat, etc.
All right, that's fantastic. That's good.
Yeah,
so help people buy very nutritious stuff at the store. Let's hand it over to Susan here real quick before we take a break. So this is in all affiliated stores apparently very soon, right?
Correct. I think most of the stores that affiliated foods out of Norfolk supplies, including our 3 Main Street Market stores. This system, the stores are in the process of putting these numbers up. And as you can imagine, when you have a large grocery store and all the items in the grocery store, it's a pretty big project, but we're excited to have it. We kind of kicked ours off on the 26th of February, and we've had someone from NuVal that came out and actually met with several people, including Marcia and Worksite Wellness Coalition people. There was an article in the Star Herald that week when he was here explaining it to a lot of the partners in our community what it is all about.
Okay. All right. We'll take a break and we'll tell you exactly where you can find this score on all your products at the store right after this.
With 20 years of legendary meeting success, high-speed wireless internet for 200 computers, Polycom video system on 5 jumbo screens, and the catering overachievers, the meat shop, cooking, you need to call. West Nebraska's premier multifunction facility for your next business meeting. Call 436-6888 or visit www.gearingciviccenter.com. The Gearing Civic Center, beyond marvelous.
All right, we are back on News Extra, and we're with Regional West Medical Center dietitian Marcia Bauer and Susan Wiedeman from Panhandle Co-op. We're celebrating National Nutrition Month, and as part of that, we're telling you about a new scoring system that scores specific nutrients and other factors in your food when you go to the grocery store, and each item has a different score, 1 to 100. And if it has a score of 60, that's a lot better than 30 or a lot better than 5, especially if you're looking at cookies. You might get a 6 or something like that. But anyway, all right, Susan, so where is this score on various
items throughout the store. If you look at the price tag, the barcode that's usually right below the item, it is just on the left side of the price. It's kind of 2 octagon shapes, and it will say the score, and those scores, as you said, are from 1 to 100. And I think the biggest thing about NuVal is it gives you some choices. Now, like cookies, as we were talking earlier, you're not going to get 100 on any type of cookie. Yeah. They kind of have a range from, say, 1 to 50, maybe. And so instead of getting the cookie that is like a 2, you might get the cookie that is maybe like a 20. Yeah. And that's kind of what it's all about, making those small changes and those steps and trying to, one step at a time, getting something that's a little more nutritious for you. And as Marcia said, the big things of that make good scores are like iron and fiber and vitamin B and magnesium and omega-3 fatty acids. So those are the good things. But then those are offset by how much sugar. And that's been in the news a lot about how much sugar is in products. And the USDA, I think it was a couple weeks ago, were talking about the labels and how they want to change the labels on food because it can be confusing. And that it's a serving size 2. And so then you see that it has 5 grams of sugar. Well, if you eat the whole package or you drink the whole bottle, you have to take that times the number of servings in it. And so it's a little misleading. So the USDA is going to be changing the label so it's for the entire container, not just per serving. And that's where the NuVal, I think, is really easy. It's easy to know. It's easy to see. Everybody back in school, we did spelling tests or we did tests, and they were scored 1 to 100. So it's something everybody can understand, even kids, when they go into the cereal aisle. They can look, and parents can look, and they can kind of compare what the cereals are that are going to be a little more nutritious. And, of course, I don't know if the kids are going to want the cereal that has no sugar, but, it gives them it just gives them a choice. And so maybe we can cut down some of the sugar and the sodium and some of the bad stuff in our diet.
Okay. And, Marcia, on stuff that's not even packaged, like produce, seafood, meat products, it'll be even on that too, right?
Correct. And you'll notice that fresh food, such as apples and vegetables, will all have a score of 100. And that's because they have no additives of anything. So that will give kids and families a good idea of, I want to have 100 in my diet. I want as much nutrition for my dollar value. And right now, dollar value is a big issue. A lot of families are doing with less so they want more nutrition for their dollar that they're paying.
All right. Very good. All right. So there you have it. Make sure you go no matter what grocery store you're at, make sure you look for that NuVal score on those items when you walk to the store, and it'll be incorporated in most stores probably by at least sometime this month.
I think around March 19th, everything is supposed to be in the affiliated stores. I know in our stores, our main street market stores, we have lots of signage up, and we're really promoting it. And in the produce section, we have signs that say the different nutritional values of fruits. Meat section, we have signs up, and also at our salad bar.
All right. Very good. Marcia Bauer and Susan Wiedeman in today to talk about nutrition. We appreciate it.
Thank you.